We're here at the Youth Development Cup final between Liverpool Foundation College and Burton Albion FC. We're absolutely so proud of all the boys. We've been up and down the country. We've been to Plymouth, Chelsea, Birmingham. They've done not just only themselves proud, but the city of Liverpool proud as well.
We're expecting a very, very good game of football with an exceptional standard, John.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to seeing Burton as well. Obviously, Burton have got a really good reputation in terms of developing players and the education of youngsters as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how they perform. But obviously, we're all hoping for a Liverpool win. We are hoping for a Liverpool win.
We apologise in advance for anything that's deemed too partisan. Just to be very, very clear, it looks as though Burton are lining up with something that looks like a 4-4-2, John. I mean, we'll see it as the play begins to break. Kick-off's coming in a second or two.
Jack Hazelhurst, number 11, John McGrath.
Oh, do you like McGrath or McGrath? Yeah, you can see that Liverpool are lined up. You can see how they're lined up there. You can see the two forwards. You can see the four across the midfield with Vaughan Muscat in the centre of the pitch, being able to see the whole thing.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how quickly the game develops, and they're very different formations as well, of course. So there's an early foul there. He's a little bit unlucky there.
He's led in there, Pommier. You can see that Burton are lined up with two lines of four. Liverpool, everyone drops back. Everyone drops back with the exception of Sami Adrian, who occupies the back two there, and the gentleman taking the free kick for Burton Albion. Oh, in fact, there's someone pushing out now to join as well. Ball comes into the back post. It's headed by James Hemingway, and it's a goal kick. Liverpool settle back down. Liverpool settle back down here as the goal kick's taken by Bartek. Comes down the left, the goal kick. Liverpool throw in front of us there. Again, Liverpool more than capable of just going long because they know they've got these lads who come in the back. You can see Hazelhurst there just getting beyond being the extra man running there, and it's dropped to him. Hazelhurst.
Oh, it's so unfortunate. He's a clever player, Hazelhurst, isn't he? He seems to know where to position himself on the pitch. As I say, only slight, but that was fantastic kind of forward play. Really good
anticipation. Oh, it's come alive here. Oh, unlucky. Very unlucky.
It's an absolutely fantastic effort, that. It felt like it kind of set up for him a little bit there, Jordan Lee, but he wasn't afraid to put his foot through it. The keeper did pretty well. He was scurrying pretty quickly there, Kowalczyk.
Yeah, you felt Kowalczyk always had a cover, John.
Yeah, he was scurrying well there and managed to get over.
And given the way in which this evening's turned out, that it's the most beautiful. It's cup final weather, this, isn't it? It's fair to say, and it's a lovely summer's day.
He's got the confidence there to find his man.
To find Jamie Clark. Jamie Clark looks to hit the channel again. Adoran holds it up well, turns around, can see McGrath, just slipped. A couple of players have lost their footing so far because it has actually been raining quite heavily today.
You feel like it's really coming, especially for Adeniran over the top.
Clark there doing really, really well to see it out. Does brilliantly. Oh, the referee's given a corner. Looked very, very close to me. That one, we'll have to look at it on the replay, John. Corner's going to be taken by the Burton left back. Callum Porter's going to take the corner for Burton Albion.
Yeah, not loads of defending for Liverpool to do so far, so they need to be switched on here.
They're leaving three
very
up.
Vocal.
Liverpool are leaving three up from this corner.
It's very aggressive. It's three little fellas, to be fair, isn't it? But it does make a decision.
It's well won by Liverpool. Won two headers in the box, two contested headers. Liverpool, the referee's given a free kick. Looked a little bit soft from here, but.
Yeah, I was surprised to keep it in comfort, but he's...
brilliant stuff from Pommier.
Look how light
Absolutely sprung forward there. It's come back post to McGrath. McGrath can take a touch. He can have a little look. Hazelhurst comes short forward, but McGrath's going to torment his fullback. He goes across goal. Hazelhurst.
Oh, so unlucky. That's really, really unlucky.
It's good defending from Burton Albion. They get there's two of them there to deal with it, but you feel as though that both Liverpool wide men, you just saw it there, both Liverpool wide men have got the beating of their opposition fullbacks, John.
Yeah, fantastic pace and picking the right option, but I mean, how many times Jack Hazelhurst just popping up in the right position there? You feel with the centre-halves, they've got so much to worry about with that front two that the Jack Hazelhurst is just able to get in there. And
Clark's hanging that one up there. Goalkeeper's come for it. Cleared by Burton Albion. Rodgers on the ball. Pops it off to Clark. Back to Rodgers. Clark hangs it up there. Looks like goalkeeper's ball, but the size of those Liverpool forwards. Okay, goal kick here for Burton Albion. We're about halfway through the first half. Maybe a little bit more than that. Maybe just approaching the half-hour mark. Vaughan Muscat wins the first header, looks to win the second, but the Burton Albion players there. However, it comes through to Stevens and suddenly...
Great header by Stevens there.
Knocks back to Clark.
That's
Really
a
good.
great flick by Nevins. Oh, he's unlucky there. Then it just slips. He's still fighting for the ball. And there's Hazelhurst sniffing.
Hazelhurst got
what an
lovely goal
absolute
from
belter.
Hazelhurst. Lovely goal.
Fantastic goal from Jack Hazelhurst. He's been a huge threat all the way through the first half. Such an intelligent player, and I love the way he used his runners there, Neil. He was looking left and right, and the defenders didn't know whether to come towards the ball or whether to go with the runners, and he just uses the runners brilliantly, and it's an absolutely fantastic finish.
Ian Nevitt's now back on it, finds Pommier, ends up back with Vaughan Muscat, who does very, very well just to ease himself a little yard of space. Round the corner there, Pommier back on the ball. Maybe that's not the place for those sorts of tricks, but he wins a free kick, does very, very well indeed.
Yeah, Burton fans not happy with that one, but I think it was a foul.
It felt a little. It felt like he needed it to be a foul, but it just about was. If they should be frustrated, it maybe shouldn't give a cheap free kick away.
Come on, ref.
The referee's been a stickler for where he wants it taken from. That's his prerogative, as long as it's the same for both sides.
It's Vaughan Muscat over the ball now. He leaves it for Stevens,
and Stevens rolls it across to Clark. Again, the part of but the way in which Liverpool make the pitch so big means that all the Burton players have to drop off. It allows space in his McGrath now. McGrath goes back to Vaughan Muscat. Vaughan Muscat looked to find Clark, got slightly underneath it there, but Clark's on the ball. And back to Stevens. Stevens takes a little touch, has a little look, John, and manages to hang it back up for Clark, and Liverpool have worked the space brilliantly. First time cross.
Clark as well.
Never wins it.
Well.
Hazelhurst again. Rogers there, picks it up, finds space, does really well, gets Clark on the ball, and Liverpool are well and truly on top. McGrath.
Oh, it's a lovely feed from McGrath, isn't
he's
it? Oh,
eased away from two of them.
Fantastic.
And now he hangs it up past the third man. Unlucky, just a little bit unlucky.
But Hazelhurst comes in here. Oh,
wins it brilliantly, Hazelhurst.
Anticipation.
He's so bright.
Just such a clever player.
He's so bright, Hazelhurst, today.
He hasn't had too many sights at goals, so wasn't going to let himself down there.
When McGrath does that, John, what he does is he puts doubt in the full-back's mind for next time. You know, he most of the time he's running, but he knows now. Well, he might try and lay it off and make it run, and it puts more and more doubt in his mind. It makes him harder to play against.
Taking the corner now.
Sun's in our eyes here as McGrath takes the corner, he whips it round. You can see Nevitt up.
Brilliant header. Absolutely brilliant header.
It's there, it's 2-0 to Liverpool. Brilliant header from Nevitt, John.
It's just that fantastic centre forward play. You know, we say he's been a little bit unselfish, but it's real old-fashioned centre forward. He hangs in the air for an absolute age, gets ahead of the defender, and it's a brilliant header. The defender on the line is there, but he can do absolutely nothing. It's good defending. Good defending
in the end from Burton Albion. Done really, really well, Burton Albion, to work it out. Looked like a foul, I thought, there from Alexander. From Ben Alexander. And they tried to take it quickly, but it looked like a smart foul, to be honest with you, John. He's thought to himself, there's 30 seconds here to the break, how do we slow it down? And it's worked for Liverpool.
They have looked a little bit dangerous on the break there, so Alexander's probably quite right to take no chances there, because Burton's attacking threat is on the break, and there was a little bit of an opportunity there, and I think Alexander's quite happy to get a little bit of a talking to.
Indeed, I think he'll take that talking to. He's received the yellow card. Well, the referee knows what he's about. He's perhaps read that situation, but it's fair to say, John, as we come into the break, that Liverpool have been patient throughout this first half, and eventually they've got the rewards with the 2 goals.
Yeah, I've been really impressed with Liverpool Foundation in terms of how they've played, how they've mixed up their attacking play, how they've been quite happy to go long, but also to pass it around, and using their wide players, and the wide players are both of them such a threat as the referee blows his half-time whistle. Both of them are such a threat, and Liverpool were patient.
Being a member of the college a few years back, to come and watch them in the cup final now, brilliant. Made up with the first half there, how they just played 2-0 up at half time. I mean, you can't ask for much more than that. They've created chances. The other team are good, but they're passing them off the park. So just to see them there in the final, I mean, we were always good years ago, and to see them always having a strong squad is what you want.
Dave, all the staff, they do a fantastic job, and happy to see the college, and it is good to see obviously you can study, get your qualifications and actually play football, which I'm sure they all enjoy, and if they could end up being that in the future.
And straight away Liverpool go long and hang it up into the corner after Adianran kicks off for Liverpool. And they've got two up front there looking to turn Liverpool round early, catch them back unaware. Stevens slips as he plays that one. Evans goes down the touchline, looks to twist and turn, and comes away with the ball, surges forward. But there's Vaughan Muscat to see it as a corner for Burton Albion. Back to Jeffries. Jeffrey hangs it up, but yet again it's really, a Liverpool header.
Alexander just got a little bit wrong side there, but managed to recover well. He's had a good game there, solid game over there, Alexander.
Pommier feeds Alexander, who's in. Really well across there by Keegan Butler. Does very, very well indeed to get over.
Yeah, good little understanding all game. Those two on the right hand side, Alexander and Pommier, they've worked well, and nice little reverse passing. Unlucky Alexander to knock it away.
Hazelhurst pops it off. Stevens knocks it on to Clark. Clark just takes his time. Liverpool are 2-0 up. He finds Vaughan Muscat. Vaughan Muscat turns, looks to get Pommier in. It does so. It's a great ball. Yeah. Pommier
maybe chose the wrong option there. I know he feels like he's got his beating round him down the line, but maybe inside was a better option there.
Indeed. Counter-attack now from Burton Albion. Clark gets over, really, but finally Rodgers deals with it.
Yeah, really good cover by Rodgers. Real no-nonsense midfielder. He's done some really good work.
Rodgers goes down the line. McGrath again gets on the ball. You feel as though Burton, since the first 20 minutes, John, you feel as though Burton have worked hard to stop McGrath terrorising them. But his Adarani's in down that left channel. Run away to the line.
Touch, but I just thought the touch was a little bit too heavy and just made it harder for him to feed in his strike partner there. He does well to keep it in and get it across, but because the ball's going so far, the keeper's able to make the interception.
Indeed. Maybe could have lofted it towards Nevitt. It's a lovely ball out there for Burton Albion into the wide area. Feeds it across. Jeffrey again looks to hang it up. He's there. Does very, very well, Alexander.
That's a great
Vaughan Muscat gets rid of it brilliantly.
Really brave as well to throw your leg in like that. It's got you into this really good position, which is using the ball well and commitments. But
McGrath's playing forward there as well. Hazelhurst to pick it up. 20 yards from goal. Takes a touch. Takes another touch. Works his way around.
Absolutely brilliant.
Brilliant from Hazelhurst and a fantastic save from the goalkeeper Allsop. John, it's great football all round.
Yeah, I mean it's gorgeous. You feel like he's going to shoot once, twice, but he just keeps working the opening, and just when you're waiting for the net to bulge, aren't you? You just thinking it's going to be a fantastic individual goal. The goalkeeper just stretches out a hand and manages to keep it out. It's really good goalkeeper, and the keeper's keeping him in at the moment. But
into the channel. Liverpool clear. The referee blows. Liverpool have won the Under-19 Youth Development League Cup final by 2-0. Those goals came in the first half. Jack Hazelhurst opened the scoring, and just before the break, Elliot Nevitt made it 2-0 for Liverpool. The second half, John, it wasn't a fabulous occasion, but Liverpool, the better side throughout. They had more chances, more of the play, and even when they had to defend a little bit in the second half, you felt that they carried more threat.
Yeah, really professional performance second half from Liverpool. First half you saw the goal scoring qualities, you showed the threat that they've showed all season and why they've been such an attacking threat to everyone.
Oh, it's been a fabulous evening. It's great, that the Academy has hosted this tonight for the foundation, and it's been a great evening. It's a shame that somebody had to lose, but obviously I'm glad Liverpool won.
Well, I think it was amazing that they've won the Cup, they've won the league, and also they're doing their studies, and a lot of them have got jobs. So I think I just take my hat off to them. I think they were absolutely brilliant.